So today we are going to solve this question: partition equals subset sum. So what this question says, that given an integer array nums, return true if you can partition the array in two subsets such that the sum of the subsets elements in both the subsets is equal, or false otherwise, right? So like we have given an array nums, and in that nums we have been asked to partition the nums such that the subarray sum will be equal to each other, right? If they're equal, then we should return true. If they're not, then return false, right? So uh, we have to partition the nums into only two subsets, not more than two subsets, right? Okay. So what should be the approach, right? So the first thing that a beginner or I can say a less experienced person will look at the constraint, right? What the constraint is saying. The constraint says that the nums length should be from 1 to 200, and the values in that nums array should lie between 1 to 100, right? So if I see this constraint, then uh, I should the idea that should click into my mind is that DP, that we can apply DP here, right? Dynamic programming. Okay. So even in the topic section, you can see that we can use array and DP is to solve this question, right? So how we can solve it, right? The first thing is uh, like how we can partition this nums. Uh, First thing is like we can calculate the sum, right? What is the sum? Because based on that sum, like how we did in that question, maximum partition to make sum equal. I think that the binary search problem and plus greedy algorithm was there, and that we did the same thing. What we did was we extracted the we created a start and the end. Like start should be the max element from that nums array, and the end should be the sum. Like it should not be like we are what we are searching in a range, right? Within the start, from the start to end, right? And okay, so in this same concept we would apply here. The concept was that sum is, what is the sum? Sum is accumulate. Accumulate is a short term to calculate the sum of an vector, right? Okay, so the syntax is like this: nums dot begin, nums dot end, and 0. Like sum is 0. Initially the sum is 0, and after that we will add the sum. Okay, throughout the array. So we got the sum. Now to get the mid element, right? In that question we were getting the mid element, so to compare every uh, elements and their sum, that if it is less than the mid, then okay, it's fine to process further, right? If it's not, then we have created a new sum. We have discovered a new sum or new num. We have to add it in the array and then process the subarray, right? So okay, so this is the thing that we got the sum. Like for this is for this case, right? For this nums, the sum would be 1 plus 5 6 6 11 and 17 plus 5 22. So now my sum will be 22. And what is the target? Target would be or my mid element would be that sum by 2, right? Just like 11. So that's what in the explanation is given, that array can be partitioned as 1 5 5 and 11, right? So we get the sum as, or we get the subarray whose sum is 11, right? 5 plus 5 10 plus 1, and here is 11. And in this as well, like what is this? 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 7 11, 11 by 2 is 5.5, means near to 5, right? But since I can use this 2 3 and 5, but I need to divide this nums into two subsets only, because if I separate this one from the rest of the elements, then it will create another subset, that is the third subset. So I can do it. That's why the output is false, right? So in this you can create a DP table, right? So how that DP table would look like? Vector int DP. The first thing comes rows. So how many rows should be there? Like, okay, my nums array is this, right? So how many elements we can process at once? N elements, right? What is the size? So n comma vector. Now comes the column part. How much how many columns we have to use here, right? The column, the number of column depends on the amount, right? So what is the, so not amount, the target, right? What the target we are chasing. So the target plus 1, and initially we said all the rows and column values to be -1, indicating that there is nothing such operation has done there. Okay, that place. Okay, so we have done it. We have done like half of the problem. Now to return the our solve function, right? So this solve is like this solve will contain the logic for the dp, right? So what I can pass here nums dp, then yes, I may need the n as well, right? N equals to nums dot size, right? So I'm starting from end, and this is my target I am chasing, right? So this I have to return. Now bool solve what are the things, just copy it, nums, then dp, then int I, then int target, right? So okay, what would be the base case? The base case would be that if my target is 0, if the target that I want is 0, then is the solution possible? Yes, solution is possible there, right? And okay, and also if my sum, like we can't get an odd sum, right? Like for if my sum is odd, right? If my that is sum, right? It's not working. If my sum, yes, if my sum mod 2 is not equal to 0, then in that case we can't partition it, right? Return false, because in this case if you see that 5 plus 3 8 to 10 11 11 by 2 target, we can't guess the target, right? Here, so that in that case it would not be possible, it would not be a feasible solution to get our to get our desired result, right? So this is my base case, and another base case would be that if I am standing at the 0th, if by iterating all the position I got at the 0th index, then what I have to return? We have to return or check if the target is equals to my nums of I or not, right? That should be my what base case, right? Or not base case, if I say like I can also do this, you can also do like not I equal to 0, I equal to 0, so you can already pass 0 here, right? Okay, so yeah, this is the case. Now these are the base cases. Now what would be the solution, right? So okay, so first thing is, for this example I got 22 as 5 plus 10 11 22, yes, 22 as, so my target has 11, right? So I need to get all this sum. So the sum would be so I have to decide two things, right? If whether I have to take it or not. So you can create take. First I set it to false, or I do not check the dp, right? If the dp is not filled, I target is not -1, means that we have filled something there, then we have to return that, right? Okay, we have to return it all together if we did not get anything, if it's not empty, right? Or if it's being visited. So not take and int not take. Not take, what comes in the not take, that we just skip that number, right? Nums dp I minus 1, since we are starting from last index. So when we can take it, when nums of I is less than or equal to target, right? Then only we can take the element. Then take the element, solve it, solve for nums dp. What is that? I should be minus 1 because we have taken it. We can't repeat the element because it's not given in the question. The target would be target minus nums of I, right? So this is the take. Now we have to return dp of ij, or sorry, target as minimum, sorry, as take or not take, right? What is the value we will get from the by taking the element and by not taking the element? If it's if the sum are equal, that's why we use or. If they are equal, then we can say okay, so you can take it and we can process it. So we'll run it, see it's running. Okay, so what is the problem? Oh, so declared and before using it, right? So that was the issue. Okay, so it's running. We'll try to submit it. Okay, so it's running, right? So so we have done this question. So now if we have understood this question, then it's fine. If you have not, then write down the doubts in the comment section. What is your doubt? Where do you feel stuck? Like, what is the, and also try doing recursion. Okay, so the first try this with recursion, right? Then do this TP solution, because in the recursion you will like, okay, this is what is going on behind the scenes, right? So that is it for this video.